Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wild and Chaotic. I am very excited to be here. I'm sure my players all are feeling exactly the same way and no dread at all. Speaking of feeling dread, let's go around and meet our players, starting with the wonderful Chai. Chai, how are you tonight?
I don't know. I'm scared, Tom. I'm real scared, but it's gonna be fun. It's yeah. I Nothing at all bad is gonna happen today, right? Everything is
Not
going to be sunshine and rainbows and blue skies.
not a single bad thing is going to happen. Maybe. Colin, how are you doing?
Blue skies, blue seas, and bunicorns. Chai, everything's gonna be fine. I'm okay. I mean, anyone who's watched any of the other games I'm in knows that I've had a hell of a week. So, I'm scared for this one. But considering where we left off last week, I was definitely not in the worst position of this crew at the end. So I suppose, at least at the outset, I have nothing to worry about. So feeling pretty good, Tom.
It's a nice change of pace, isn't it?
For me, yeah. You know why? Because
Yeah,
I didn't have to roll.
Yeah. Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Excited for this game. Bren's definitely coming off a high point, saving the ship from being ripped in twain by the powder stores going up.
Yeah, no, that was big. I gotta be honest, like the way you guys did that
MVP.
too. Yeah, no, the fact that you guys didn't let us sit, that you started looking for Vico. If you guys had gone to bed, it would have been way worse. It would have been so much worse. And yeah, the fact that you put out that fire, big. Vivi, how are you doing?
Vivi just put in the green room chat that she
Uh-oh.
lost audio and restarting.
Oh no, I didn't realize Vivi was frozen. So let's go over to Laura. Laura, how are you?
I am very fine. Zaz is not doing so well. Zaz may be in over their head. Literally over their head right now.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you can breathe in water, or that they can breathe in water, right?
It is, but way to go ahead and spoil that. I didn't tell people that in the Discord or anything this week. It was going to be the big surprise that Zaz could breathe
I didn't realize
underwater.
that this was. I didn't realize that this was secret information. I apologize.
Well, the rest
Vivi,
of the
how are
crew
you?
knew. The rest of the crew knew, but none of our lovely audience knew. So,
Well,
Zaz has never lost a yearly Buy for Apples competition on the Wild.
The reveal sure did make did make a splash. Thank you, Lydia. Vivi, let's go to Vivi. Vivi, are you back? No. Okay. I thought she was back. It looked like she was back. Anyway,
Some motion.
Well, let's do sponsors real quick. And before we get to that, first of all, speaking of horrible things happening to Colin, Helmgast is one of our sponsors, the makers of Cult, Lost Divinity, and we run a fantastic Wednesday game in which the primary goal of the game is torment Colin, and they're doing a great job over there. It's a fantastic game, really, really creepy, and the system is really cool. It's powered by the Apocalypse based. It's really awesome. Check it out. Also, we have Modifius making the Star Trek games, also Tales from the Loop. We have one of their games going on. Also, yesterday on the I can't say the Klingon word. I'm not even gonna try. But we're doing the Klingon campaign. Yes, I know. I actually said it right. I was debating on coming up with an absolutely ridiculous way of saying it, and opted not to. So. Yeah, so those are our sponsors. Also, World Anvil. It's a remarkable resource and one of my favorite things to work on. I've dropped off a little bit on my World Anviling, but it's going to pick up again because I really enjoy world building, and it is a great way to organize it and all that stuff. If you've never been on World Anvil, check it out. It's actually really outstanding. So, moving back into our game for a moment. Last episode, the crew of the Wild met the rather infamous, legendary captain of a ghost ship, Gentleman Yannick, who offered them a deal, working for the same patron as the Lady Zara, one known as the Golden Forged, who was revealed to be a recent, if you want to talk cosmically, addition to the pantheon, about 100 years ago or so, a goddess of undeath. And the party, after a lot of debate, opted to join with Yannick temporarily to assist in the retrieval of a particular item, as it seems that the governor had sent them the book in order to betray them, take the book, and use the book to find an object known as the Eye of Utzel, an incredibly powerful item. The group is going along for now, but in choosing to side with Yannick and move away from the governor's agent on their ship, Vico, acted, setting a fire in the powder room, and then opting not to escape, instead wishing to stay and first hoping to dispatch Zasz over a personal grudge. The episode ended with Zasz tackling Vico over the side of the ship, and that is where we pick up as Zasz and Vico plunge into dark, mildly warm water. You guys are in the tropics, and go underwater into darkness. And picking up, it was Zaz's action that took them over the side and into the water. So Vico is going to get to respond as you hit the water into the weightlessness, and you feel Vico hold you closer and pull you in, and you feel something sharp pierce your side as I'm using one of my crits to start things off proper, as Vico is stabbing you in the side with a stiletto. So let's go ahead and roll that damage, and I will take care of getting rid of my crit in a second. Oh my goodness. That is an outstanding way to start the night.
Okay, that was good. I needed that.
Yeah. So your damage threshold of fire call is a 10.
It is
So,
newly a 10.
Yeah, that ties.
What?
So
Wait, you got to add 9 to that? Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble. I am in a lot of trouble.
That ties. So that does not hurt you.
Vivi's back.
Excellent. Hi, Vivi. All right. So, Zasz, you were underwater. You feel something scrape along your side. It does a slight cut, but he doesn't quite get a good bite with his stiletto, and you feel him pulling his arm back to stab again. What do you do?
Okay. Well, I can breathe underwater, and he can't. I'm assuming he can't.
Well, everybody knows that.
Well, we would hope so. So I think I am going to... I don't have weapons, right? That was what we remembered, is that I did not have weapons on me at the end of the last session. Okay.
I believe that's what you said, that you did not have a weapon with you.
I don't think I had them on me, because I don't have anything small like that. So I want to attempt to disorient Vico. He's grabbed onto me. Can I grab him tightly and attempt to spin in the water so that he does not know which way is up?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me actually, I'm going to say that probably doesn't overly require a check on your part. Let's say that he needs to make an awareness test. And I'm going to say it's going to be at a -20 for this, because he is hit the water, it is dark, and he is having a hard time locating where he is at. So awareness -20, he is shooting for a 50% here on this one to see if he can make that. So let's see. He makes it. He seems to be still somewhat oriented. And he is going to try to stab you again. And I'm assuming you're going to try to stop him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to... Is it a dodge or a parry?
This is considered to be a parry.
Okay.
So he rolled really good. So that's going to be not hard for you. You don't even need to stop him. At this point, he's flailing about. And now it is his turn to take peril for being underwater. Ooh, that's a lot of peril. So as the two of you are continuing to go down in the water, you start to see bubbles coming out as you notice that Vico is exhaling. Controlled, he still seems calm, but he is starting to let air out to buy that little bit more time. So, now, he just tried to stab you. Is there anything you want to attempt to do before he is attempting to stab you again?
So he attempted to stab me again. I guess I am going to attempt... I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No, keep going.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to hit him in the stomach to see if I can make him gasp.
Ooh, make me an athletics check.
Okay.
Zaz is cold-blooded. I mean,
Yeah.
literally and figuratively.
Literally,
in this
yeah.
moment.
That's
Literally.
The joke was just waiting there.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All right. Athletics test. D100. It's just a straight athletics test.
Yeah. He's going to attempt to resist. Oh my goodness! All right, so a 3. He's going to attempt to resist with toughness. He succeeds, but not enough to negate that. So, as you, how do you hit him in the stomach? What do you do to make him let out some more air?
I'm gonna drive my knee up into his diaphragm because I'm assuming we're still holding on to each other. We haven't let go yet, so.
Yes, very much so. So there's this big of air as more bubbles come out in an uncontrolled exhalation as you drive your knee up through his diaphragm, and you feel the next stab coming as a bit more desperate, and it's going to lose a skill rank because of that. Oh, that still hits though, and that is going to be enough to drop you 1. I believe, because that is going to be 11, or no, that's going to be not 11, but it's in between your two ratios. Can't hear you, Laura. Did you mute?
Yeah. Can I? Am I allowed to roll to parry that?
Yes, you absolutely can try to parry that.
Crit. Okay.
I did not use my other crit.
All right. So, roll to parry that. Yeah, no, that's big bad no.
So you take damage from that stab.
Okay.
As
Just one.
So where are you dropping to?
That puts me... So that was my seriously wounded bubble.
So he stabbed you with a stiletto, so I need you to roll 3d6s to see if you get an injury.
3d6s? Okay.
Stiletto adds an extra d6 for injury rolls.
I do not like that at all. Okay, there's a 6.
Injury.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a d100.
Okay. $78.
78? Oh no. You are temporarily paralyzed. You cannot recuperate. Until you fully recuperate, you cannot move.
Okay, I'm going to use a fate point to not take that damage.
All right then. Go ahead and take 1 fate point off.
Because that would have been it. That would have been dead.
That would have been.
If ever there was a time.
Yeah, that would have been dead. So that also means I did not take that damage, right? I'm back up. Am I track? Because I negated the hit, right?
Yes. So you used the fate point. As Vico pulls you in, you feel him pulling the blade in and up, and he is intending to drive this up through your jaw into your skull. And you go to grab it, and your hand slips, and as the blade comes in, you feel a sudden rush of energy to your body. And there is a glinting glow to you as the blade hits you and cracks. As the water around you begins to glow a bright blue. On the deck of the ship, you all see this glow beginning to emerge from one side of the ship. Bren, you in particular see this. Would you like to do anything at that?
Bren's going to race over to like the side of the ship and look down, see if he can see what might be causing this glow.
The water is alight, and you can see a glowing figure tangling with now what you're assuming to be Vico, who is now silhouetted as an all-black silhouette against this Atslan-shaped glowing figure.
Would I be able to cast a spell from where I am at the guy?
With the goal being what? Just what are you hoping to accomplish?
He wants to cast a magic missile.
Oh, okay. I thought you said dispel, like you're dispelling magic, and I'm like, oh,
no,
okay.
No.
Yeah, you could fire a magic missile through. You could fire a magic missile at him.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my crits for that.
Oh, alrighty. What are we doing with that then? How does critting affect?
So on top of the 1d10 plus wisdom bonus damage, also the foe drops whatever is in their hands just outside of easy reach.
Oh, I like that. All right, so go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay. Just with bonus. That's right. I got +1 recently. Okay, so 10. Okay, 9 plus 6 is 15.
15.
15 points of damage.
Oh, that's going to drop him 2 to moderately wounded. As now you release these missiles, and Zaz, you feel that blade hit. You feel it crack, and then all of a sudden Vico's back arches and the stiletto drops and sinks down past both of your reach, and he is now unarmed. And I'm going to say that at the end of this was technically his turn. I added Bren to it. We got to roll that peril for him, and since you hit him in the stomach, he is going to roll 3d10. Ooh, okay, so 19. This might be the end of Vico. Yeah, so the back arches, his mouth opens in a shout of pain. And at that point, for a short period of time, Vico goes absolutely berserk, striking you, fingers clawing towards your face and your eyes, and it slowly gets weaker and slower until about 30 seconds to a minute later, you are sitting in the water holding Vico, who is completely still.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until all the bubbles have stopped and there's no way he's waking back up.
All right, that time has officially passed, and you feel very confident that Vico is gone.
Okay, then I'm going to resurface and drag him up with me.
All right, so you all see as Zaz comes back over the side, dragging with them, the body of Vico. What do you do with that body?
Do I see the rest of the crew standing around on the ship?
You do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like Kit is just like slack jawed as you're coming up, just fuck as you're surfacing with his body.
I'm gonna drop him on the deck and just look at everybody and go, I found Vico.
That you did. That you did.
Yeah.
Bren,
was that you that Bren, was that you that helped down there? Because I really needed that. I really needed that.
Yeah, I'll admit you made it just a little easier. Are you aware you were glowing just now?
Oh, you didn't do that?
That wasn't me. I hit him from the deck, but I was only able to see him because you were lit up like a lantern festival.
Oh. Shit.
Can I scrutinize Zaz?
What are you hoping to? What are you hoping to figure out? Are you determining
Zaz
truth or lie?
Zaz is feigning ignorance that they don't know why they were glowing. So, at least I assume Zaz is feigning. Maybe Zaz is telling the truth, but I want to scrutinize if Zaz actually knows the reason why they were glowing.
Roll a scrutinize test.
Okay, so that is going to be gonna have to roll. Where's my scrutinize? Gonna have to roll under a 52 for this bad boy. Let's see. Why do I even bother? Never mind.
Colin, I thought we had
81.
rules about you rolling in these games.
I know.
So with a failed scrutinize test, Laura, what does Kit get out of Zaz?
Yeah, Zaz is really hard to read.
Those reptilian eyes, you can't see anything in them.
No.
Although, speaking of the reptilian eyes, they are also glowing blue now. The rest of the glow has faded, but the eyes are still glowing blue.
Well, so Kit steps forward, kind of reading Zaz's face, but then I'm going to say, like, Zaz, yes, very hard to read, so Kit just kind of gives up on that. But also, Zaz is fucking alive, and that is a massive relief. So Kit steps forward and says, I know this is something only mammals do, but get in here, and gives Zaz a hug again.
And Zaz freezes up like they were just attacked. Like, wait, what? Okay.
Just glad you're alive, that's all.
Me too. That was kind of close.
How did you guys end up in the water?
Well, I saw Vico on the ship deck, and then I knocked him into the water. It seemed like the safest option. How did the fire go?
Zara,
Bren took care of it.
The conversation fades away as the crew talks. As you are just looking at Vico, and like a tunnel vision sets in as you see Vico laying there on the deck, and you begin to hear a familiar voice.
You did well. You did well. You did well. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. You've grown so much. Grown so much. Grown so much.
Wow.
I knew him once. I knew him. Rotten to the core, that one. Your governor. And his surgeon. How are you feeling, my dear?
Azara just kind of stares and is very, like, lost for the moment. And she's powerful.
Yeah. And you've earned greedy men try and stop from feeling even an ounce of power.
You
Do not let them.
gave me that power.
I will give you more.
What can I do next?
He tried to cut you. With his surgeon. Take the surgeon's hand and cut
And
him.
as you hear the command to take the hand, you notice that when you had been searching the ship, you had picked up the cleaver from the galley. And as the conversation of the crew slowly fades back in, you feel the wooden handle and the weight of the butcher's blade in your hand as you look at Vico's right hand.
Yes, you should have fucking seen his ass. Bren just fucking blasted fucking water all through the powder room. That fucking fire didn't stand a chance, man. That was hella good work,
Excellent.
Bren.
That's
Just
very good.
Zarge.
I'm sorry I could not be there to help.
Well, you were
Zarge
preoccupied.
just
That's quite all
sees
right.
it and is turning it over in her hand a little bit, just staring at, like,
Mm.
And then just
Captain.
very matter-of-factly walks over, completely oblivious to anything else happening around her, and does as she's been told.
What you saying, Bren?
So you slice down and remove Vico's right hand, and you seem to instinctually know to stow it in a bag, and you are going to gain the Brush with Death spell, which requires the right hand of a murderer. And you may now take the Necromancer as your third tier without prerequisite.
I'm a good little
Mama,
girl,
you know he's
I
already
promise.
dead, right?
What the
as much
fuck
as
was
I
that?
love to, Mama, you can't kill him twice.
No, I know. Just he served
That's not gonna end
someone
up in the
and
pies,
want
is
to
it?
make sure. No, I would not. I might have fed like a hand pie to Vico. I wouldn't feed Vico to other people. I just
Wait,
want
I
to
mean, I
make
know
so
sure
they
where'd
no
you
call.
one
get
else
I
Tommy
know
can
in the
you
use
like
first
making
it.
place?
hand pies, but
I just need to make sure no one else can use it.
Who else would
Well-
use it?
Who else?
I don't-
Yeah, what the
For
fuck are you
what?
talking about?
I don't know. Just
Bren, I
Feeling
brought him.
thing to do.
What's that say?
Sorry, Zaz, could you repeat that?
Of course, I just brought him up so that you guys could know he wasn't a problem anymore. I assume you would like to give him to the Leviathan,
Give
or
him
is
to
he
the
not in good for that
Leviathan.
now that he doesn't have a hand?
Well, give him to the Leviathan is perhaps just a little simplistic. More purifying the earthly remains of a devil-worshipping bastard and returning him to the cycle of death and rebirth. And also, let's face it, he was a prick. I kind of want to watch him get eaten by sharks.
I thought that was all implied.
I
Wasn't that
just want to
implied?
make it clear
Okay.
a little bit.
Can I make
but-
one request? And this ain't in order. He didn't try to kill me, so I don't feel like I got a right to boss around here. That's on you, Zaz. But if I might make one request, I would like perhaps a bit of a souvenir from this here feller that we can send back to the governor to let him know what happens when he plants assassins on our ship.
Well, Mama's already taken his hand. You could use that.
Yeah, I think
was
she's got
like,
plans for that, though, I gather.
You want to send
Tongue.
him his
That's pretty
tongue.
morbid, Bren. Shit.
I mean, can you really tell
Where?
one person's tongue from another person's tongue?
Well, maybe yours. Yours is a little different, but...
Right, but like his isn't.
Do what
I'm
you
not
want.
sure
Just a
that'll
suggestion.
happen.
Again, he didn't try to kill me.
I don't
Fair.
particularly care what happens to him. I just wanted you to see that he was taken care of. But just for practical reasons, I'm not sure that a tongue would have the message you wanted.
No, the letter would
I'm
have
not
the
feeling-
message.
I'm not feeling so great. Could I go lay down?
Sure, Zaz. You want to take my cabin? It's more comfortable.
No, I want my hammock.
All right. Yeah, go settle in for the night, Zaz. We'll take care of everything else.
Okay, and Zaz is going to go to their room because they are hurt badly. Could use some rest. Although, wait, sleeping doesn't get rid of injuries in this game. Shoot. Do I have to go see the doctor
Well-
before I go to bed?
You could start getting some things patched up. I'm going to
Okay.
say, as a quick GM intrusion here, that you all are going to be sailing for the better part of a week to get to this other island that the Lady Zara's spell has unveiled. So we are going to have some time here on our hands that I'm not going to make you make medical rolls every day to get rid of these injuries. We're going to assume that between Bren's care and the doctor's care, you are in good enough hands. Everybody here is in good enough hands to begin healing and going towards that as Zweihander. Naps do not help stab wounds. Actual medical care helps stab wounds. You have access to medical care here. My question for that would be, as Zaz moves away, knowing that you have a bit of a journey ahead of you, is anyone hoping to have a chat before they go to bed after the Vico incident?
Well, Alize
You want
has
to talk with
to
Zaz,
check
but I
out
want
the
Zaz
powder.
to-
Well, I was gonna say, so let's go with Alize, because I would assume that would be as soon as Vico is secured, Alize's mind then turns to then turns to the powder and the ship's readiness for combat, as the governor's flagship is still out there. Yannick has said that it would be delayed, but, you know, vampire, how much do you trust him? So, Alize, you go below decks, and the powder room still has maybe about half an inch of water in it. Not very much, all things considered. The powder barrels are up off the deck a bit, exactly for this sort of situation. And as you're looking through, a very familiar figure comes into the room. He is one of the chief gunners on here. You and him have known each other for quite some time. He's a dwarf, well-built, with a shock of blonde hair, with cappuccino-colored skin, a large scar from a Macedonian scimitar that you remember running down the side of one side of his face, with an eye patch covering that eye. As Nolat walks in and turns to you and says, I tell you, Bren did a damn miracle down here, putting out the fire without ruining the powder.
Yeah, that's lucky. That's lucky. This could have been bad. This could have been real bad. Merde.
It could have been bad. It's the same thing when you make a great shot, Allie. You always say it's lucky. It's just good.
Oh, Bren is good. It's good. C'est bien.
Right.
He saved the powder. He saved the ship. And saved my stash too. Saved my stash.
And Nolat just kind of leans in a bit and says, "It's true what the crew's saying, that we're heading to another island, probably something terrible. Working for Gentleman Yannick."
This is the Wilde. This family. We decide where we go. We decided to go. Well, Yannick wanted us to go. Doesn't matter. We decided to go. So, terrible? More terrible than the last island? I don't know. We see. But, we always come out. We always do. Don't we, Nunno?
See that? We do, Allie. But that's the thing about islands. You give me an enemy mass at 300 yards on rough seas, and I'll split the bastard down the middle. You put me on a rolling deck with enemies all around, I'll make a pile of corpses. You put me on in a jungle with an enemy I can't see, and I'm as useless as a fish out of fucking water. You're the one that needs to bring them home. The captain, first mate, Bren, Lady Zara. You're the one that can do it. Just like unclips something off of his belt and says, I want you to have this. It was my father's. It's killed many a thing that has crawled out of the damn abyss. As he offers you a pistol with a rotating set of 3 barrels. As you now can add a 3-barreled pistol. Yeah, a 3-barrel pistol to your inventory that's castle forged, which just means it can't be broken. And you also can go ahead and advance to your pistolier, 3rd tier. As he says, you take care of him, Allie. You bring the captain and the rest of them back. Wilde needs y'all.
Thank you, Nunno.
And
I appreciate you. And I appreciate you, Gift. Thank you. I'll kill lots. I'll kill lots within the boom.
Do please. And you come back too. Don't wanna I don't know how to make powder. As he like breaks the moment like a little bit. I don't know how to make powder, so you gotta come back.
Nah, you boom the boat if you try and make powder, dude.
Yes. Yep, that's exactly what happened. You wanna? Yeah, I'm heading to the galley if you want to go get a drink, because I think I need to get wasted after that.
Sounds good, but I gotta check my stash, make sure everything all right, and then I'll join. Also gotta play with a new friend. Check out the pistol.
Right. He says, "I'll see you later, Allie," as he walks out. And as Alize checks over the powder and makes sure that she is, I'm assuming you're stocking up on your special grain powder at this point.
Yeah,
Kit,
making sure it's all dry and making sure that I have new special gunpowder for the new pistol.
mm-hmm. Kit,
Yo.
what were you hoping to do? I heard you wanted to throw something.
Yeah. Well, so I'd wanted to talk to Zaz, but Zaz needs to rest. I'm going to leave Zaz alone. I would like to have a chat with Bren. And where's Bren at right now, Steve?
Bren is probably on the deck preparing the corpse for ritual shark feeding, basically. Sharks are the most holiest animals of the Leviathan.
Kit kind of saunters up the deck, got his hands in his pockets, kind of drawn in, kind of shuffling his feet, looking a little bit sheepish. Walks up to Bren and kind of waits for you to notice him, doesn't even say anything, like wants to give you your space, because clearly you're in the middle of something that's important, so just kind of hangs back and kind of waits to be acknowledged.
Yeah. For that. Oh, hi, Captain.
You don't mind if I watch, do you? Well, I thought I might actually take a bit of joy out of this, seeing this fucker get dressed and tossed overboard, if you don't mind.
Oh, by all means. Been a while since I've done the, not funerary preparations, sacrificial preparations.
Yeah, I like the sound of that better.
Yes, believe it or not, there are quite a few hymns for purging the decks of, as I say, demon-tainted.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him a taint if that's all right with you. But I guess demon tainted is a little more poetic.
That's fine. And you'll notice, so he's been like fairly thoroughly secured with sort of straps of spare sailcloth, and both eyes have been nailed shut.
Nailed.
Damn.
Savage. All right. Love it.
And there seems to be the mark, like his shirt has been cut open and the symbol of the Leviathan has been carved into his chest.
Damn, Bren. That's cold-blooded even for me. Well done.
Well, Leviathan, great though she may be, does occasionally have her bloodier side.
Well, that's just the sea, isn't it? Give it, it taketh away.
It is. That should do it. We'll put him overboard at first light tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah. Anything you need from me there? You need a couple of strong arms to help lift that, or happy to help?
I'll probably Shanghai some of the crew into helping dispose of the body.
Well, if you don't mind, sort of asking if I could. Fuck this guy in particular is what I'm saying, Bren.
Oh, believe me, I'm right there with you. No, yeah, your strong arms would be most appreciated, Captain.
Well, thank you for that. That's kindness you doing me there. Listen, Oof. Not good at this thing here, Bren, but wanted to apologize to you for how this all is going down. I know how uncomfortable y'all are right now with what we're doing with Yannick, and I want you to know I understand, and if there's anything I can do to make it up to you or to assuage your mind, I'm at your disposal, Bren.
Your apology is accepted, Captain, and it is appreciated. As for what you could do, believe it or not, I'm at a loss myself. These are uncharted waters. Here there be dragons. We are well and truly off the map.
That am true.
Believe me,
Shit, not. No, go ahead. But speak your mind, Bren. Speak freely.
Yeah. Believe me, I've been spending quite a few hours down in the bilge meditating on our position. Thinking about Janik, Zara, even Zasz now.
You arrived at anything?
But, not as of yet. But the answers will come. I have faith in that, at the very least.
Shit, Bren. I just wanted to say, man, look, I was born with a fucking silver spoon in my mouth. All right, I came from money, and I fucked it all up. I lost every penny I ever, well, not earned, was given. Every penny I inherited, I pissed away on fighting, fucking, and drinking, and somehow found myself captain of a ship. You, my friend.
Well, that explains the whale oil.
That does explain. Yeah, well, never been real good with the investments, Bren, but that's neither here nor there. All I mean to say, man, is I found myself in charge of this fucking thing. I don't even know how it happened, but here I am. You, my friend, you came from nothing, and you just saved all of our asses with a snap of your fingers. And shit, I can't thank you enough. The world ain't fair, man. I wish your life had been easier up to this point, but what matters now is you're here with us, and I know I've given you a hard time, and I've gone against your wishes on this particular matter, but I just wanted to tell you, as your captain, and, well, as your friend, I respect the hell out of you, and I'm just glad you're here, Bren, that's all.
Thank you, Captain. And though I certainly find some sick pleasure in pushing your buttons, weaving songs on the deck when you'd rather most of us be shouting and barking orders, don't sell yourself short, Captain.
Well, I appreciate that, but listen, I don't know what... We ain't had a good payday in a while, and I don't know how your finances are holding up. Lord knows mine ain't so fucking great, but I figure saving the entire crew is worth a bonus or two, so got something I want you to have. And he takes off his ring. This is all I got left from my father. he was a fucking idiot. See where I got it from. But kind of reminds me of choppy sea. You know, thought it might be a good color for you. And if you don't want it, hell, it's worth a few gold. Go on there.
Fair enough.
Just a little something, Bren. Just want you to know I value you as part of this crew. And well, I'm not good at this part, so just gonna think turn in for the night. But
Sleep well, Captain.
Yeah. And he suppose I should. And he sticks out a hand to shake your hand.
Tiny little rat hand.
All right, Bren. You sleep well. We got a long ride ahead of us, and actually, by the way, tomorrow morning I'm gonna have to come see you because this fucking tomb rot's not feeling so good anymore. Gonna need another salve if you got some time tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we should probably consult the doctor on some dosage schedules for you.
Yeah, well, that's tomorrow Kit's problem because tonight Kit is fucking beat. So, not there. And Kit walks off toward his cabin.
So, as the night passes, we now have before us quite a bit of time on ship. As the Wilde makes its way ever eastward towards the narrow sea, a small, narrow, appropriately named sea cutting through the archipelago towards a strange island that Lady Zara had seen in a vision. And thanks to her outstanding role with no navigation will be required for this, as Lady Zara knows exactly where they're going. But the days pass slowly. Vico is committed to the deep the next morning. The doctor is consulted, and Alize makes her way down to the galley looking for Lady Zara.
Yeah. Where's she? She cooking pie?
Chai, where is Lady Zara?
Yeah, Lady Zara. Mama Zara, I forgot my own name for a minute there, is in the galley, just like baking a lot, like furiously cooking and chopping and just all sorts of nervous baking energy.
Yeah. So Alize will walk in and she'll say, "Eh, Maman, you got a minute?"
For you, Allie, of course.
How you holding up, Maman?
I don't know. Like, I don't know, Allie. It's a lot. Definitely not how I anticipated this trip to go.
Yeah, I don't think any of our familia did. But don't feel bad. We all got past. We all got stuff haunting us that might come for us. So don't feel too bad just because you past came first.
I was prepared to deal with my past eventually on my own. I didn't expect you all to be dragged into it or, having to pick sides when there really isn't a choice. Like, I made my choice, and I think it's the right one, but I didn't want to force that on you all.
That's what family about. Nobody asked to be born. But here we are. And it's family we pick. It's family we pick here. And we all stand together always. Because this we pick. So we all picked to be with you and to be together. This is family. This is not blood. This is more. This is soul.
Thank you, Allie.
I got a little petite thing, if you like. And she grabs her musket out. Who doesn't have a name yet? I mean, the little pistol is now Petite Boom. Medium Boom just sounds weird. I'll have to come up with something. But she has always had a little bit of a ribbon, at the bottom of her musket, and she takes it off, and it's a little grubby and a little tattered, and she hands it over to Zara and puts it around her neck and puts like a bow in it and says, that from my last dress. That's the last dress my mama gave me before Papa tried to sell me to a merchant for better tariffs. So this from my family, old mama to new mama.
Zara probably gets a bit teary-eyed, and you're a good one, Allie. You take care of these people.
Yep. And now, where's the pie? Where's the pie? I bring presents. Where's the pie? Like,
of course, like, Allie.
Pie. Always pie. Nothing wrong.
Always pie. Yeah. And that's pretty much what Zara is doing too, is like, nope, you didn't see that tear. We're just gonna eat some feelings. It'll be fine. And yeah, she's got all sorts of baked goods all over the place. So we're just gonna, she's gonna set down like a whole plate of pie. Like a whole pie, and she's gonna like show fresh out of the oven. Nice. Like whole pie fresh out of the oven. And forks. Like, this one's for us. We're not cutting it and slicing it. We're just gonna sit here and eat a pie.
Yeah. And she shows off her new friend. Then, just talk about things that don't really mean nothing.
Nice. Pie.
Real quick shout out to the Chaos Chorus. Thank you so much, Anna. And I'm scrolling back up. Who else gave us subs? We're up to 6 subs now, and crits all around. Thank you so much, Chaos Chorus. You are the best. As Alize and Lady Zara are finishing up in the galley. And I'm assuming at this point, Kit is probably getting some medical attention from the doctor a bit, getting that tomb rot looked at.
Take care of that tomb rot.
Yeah, don't know how you got this, but I've never actually seen a case of this. This is no. I can
tell you the story. It's pretty fucked up.
No, I stay on the ship for a reason, Captain.
Well, I got a nasty spot of it right back here.
Yep. Thank you.
Sure.
I
got a sore down here. That might be unrelated. I'm not sure that's actually the tomb rot. Now I think about it. But you might want to take a look at that while you're there. It's right up over there. There you go.
And is at this point that Zasz finds their way into the doctor's office looking for Kit.
Okay.
The doctor sees Zasz come in and goes, "Oh, thank God. Oh, thank the gods," and just moves out.
Oh, come on, Doc, not so fast. It's right below my trousers. Hold on now. Come on.
Nope, nobody wants to see that, Kit.
Well, the man's a medical professional. I think he can handle something a little. What's up, Zaz?
Yesterday you said you wanted to talk, and I thought maybe we should talk. I'd actually been looking for Bren, but I guess maybe we can talk first, and I can talk to Bren after. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, Bren was
maybe
just
we
doing
should.
a hell of a job with that
Huh?
funerary, right? Bren was just doing a hell of a job with that funerary, right? And sure, he's probably
Yeah.
free if you're looking for him.
No, I was wanting to talk to you also.
All right.
Maybe
Go somewhere
maybe
private?
not in the doctor's office. Yeah.
Sure thing.
So
Tell you what, Zaz, I'm getting sick of having these behind closed door meetings. I could use some fresh air. Why don't we just head up to the wheel and chat up there? Yeah.
okay, yeah, no, we can do that.
All right. So Kit stands up and like ties his trousers up again. All right, Doc. I'll see you tomorrow, and we are going to talk about that sore because that's getting pretty angry looking. And I would really like to get something on that, but.
Aye, Captain.
All right. And heads up and just kind of like slings his jacket over his shoulder, doesn't bother putting it back on. And once we get back up topside, all right, Zaz, what's up?
Zaz is going to look around and make sure there is actually no one else on the deck that can overhear them.
I mean, the deck's fairly full with the shift, the current shift going about their duty. But up by the wheel, you're fairly free and clear. The wind is blowing at a pretty good pace right now. As long as you're not speaking in raised voices right now, you won't be heard.
Okay. I may not have been entirely truthful, forthcoming with you yesterday when you asked if I knew why I did the glowy thing. I mean, I didn't know. No, I wasn't lying when I said I thought Bren did it. I thought Bren did it. But if Bren didn't do it, then I did it, and that's going to be something we have to deal with.
Before you go any further, Zaz, is this something that's going to be a danger to yourself or to the ship or to the crew?
Well, is what Bren does a danger to himself or to the ship or to the crew?
See that there. Again, I don't read a hell of a lot of books, but I remember a while back, Captain telling me that I had a penchant for deflection, and I believe what you just did there is called a deflection. So I'm gonna repeat my question one more time. Is this a danger to yourself, the ship, or the crew?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's a gift. It was a gift I thought I had given up. But apparently one's decisions are not always ones they can make themselves, and when you tell someone that you want to go your own way, maybe you're not really going your own way after all. I'm sorry. I know this isn't making a lot of sense. It's not going to hurt anyone.
No, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, Zaz. It's just another term I picked up. You're speaking in vague generalities is the problem here, and I understand what you're saying. Surely, I mean, what you're saying is undeniably true. But what I'm here to tell you is that I'm your friend, Zaz, and if you want to tell me what's going on, I'm more than happy to listen. I don't need your vague generalities. You can tell me the truth.
Maybe I read you wrong, but you never seemed to be the most accepting of when Bren talked about the Leviathan and well, if I get into non-big generalities, this will sort of be like that, and I didn't.
Well, I understand why you feel that way, Zaz, and I've frankly been a bit of an asshole to Bren about that. All of his, as a talking about all this crazy spiritual nonsense and stuff. But of course, that was more before I went to an island full of zombies and met myself what might have been a god and had my ship boarded by a vampire. So my mind's a little bit more open than it was just a few weeks ago, as it were. So if you've got some stuff I would previously have dismissed as being spiritual bullshit you want to lay on me, I'm pretty damn receptive right about now.
Yeah, this definitely qualifies as spiritual bullshit. My people, we don't worship the gods you do, or the god Bren does. We follow the ancient ones. They put us here. Not in the vague sense, in the actual sense.
Like they
and
literally placed you somewhere?
yeah. Here to protect the world.
Might I
Not
ask
sure we're
from
doing
what?
a great job at it. Well, that rot guy in the library and the vampirate and the people that everybody's afraid of when they see Bren, and groups that are not natural to here.
So like undead creepy crawlies, what we encountered back on the island, that sort of thing?
Well, those are two different things, but yeah.
All right.
And when I became an adult, I was supposed to become a conduit to the ancient ones. It's sort of like priest, but less prayer-y.
Less prayer, more what?
More glowing blue.
That much I can see. All right, continue.
And I told them I didn't want to, and they said that was fine, and that clearly the ancient ones were leading me to my destiny. And I didn't believe that. Of course, that was bullshit. I just wanted to go someplace where I was an individual, where I wasn't part of their larger picture.
I can respect that.
But now I'm glowing blue, and maybe it wasn't bullshit. Maybe this is where they were leading me. So it's just a sign of that.
So serving on this ship and whatnot, some kind of destiny for you? Is that what you're saying? This is where you're meant to be.
Yeah, maybe the ship, maybe just where the ship is going. I don't know. It didn't come with a book. They didn't teach me prayers. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And Zasz actually does raise their voice there and remembers that there's crew around and kind of stops.
All right.
This is why I wanted to talk to Bren about it. I was hoping he might help me figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I know, but
Zaz, I'll be the first to tell you and Bren and, well, fucking everybody that's brought up this stuff that, pardon the term, I've dismissed as spiritual bullshit in the past, that I don't know the first goddamn thing about any of that. I never had to think about that. I grew up having everything I needed taken care of, and then by the time I was old enough to swing my fist, I was out there fighting, making money in the bars and in the fight pits. And shit, I ain't never had to worry about any of that. But the thing I ain't never believed in is fate or destiny or any of that bullshit. Because hell, I lost everything, and I made my own way. After everything was given to me, I lost it all. I put it on my shoulders. And here I am. Bren's the same way. Bren ain't come from nothing. Bren made his own way in this world. Mama, she lost everything. She made her own fucking way. Allie lost her whole family. Still made her own way. We made our own deliverance in this world, Zaz, but let me finish my point. My thing I'm just trying to say is having you as my first mate, I couldn't have done half of what I've done. Half of what this ship's done. Half of what this crew's done. Without your smarts. Without you behind that wheel. Without you helping us navigate. Shit. Seeing you drag that guy's body up over the deck after he nearly choked you out. That's enough to make a curmudgeon like me believe in destiny. I think you're exactly where you need to be, Zaz. As for all the glowy blue stuff, that's above my pay grade. But you were born to be on this ship, and you're doing a hell of a job.
Yeah. I do need to, I think, ask you for something.
Anything. Name it.
Yeah, you may not want to agree to it until I tell you what it is.
All right. Lay it on me.
When we started, this trip, you said you needed me to support you as the captain.
Yeah.
And I did that. I think I did that.
You did.
I think I need you to support me now. Because this thing we're going after, we can't let the vampire have it.
You know what it is?
Yes and no. It's a relic of my people. The ancient ones gave it to us, and we gave it to the elves. And I don't know what it does, but if it's something that the ancient ones gave my people, I can't let the undead have it.
Okay.
And I know that's not what you want to hear, because that may mean, yeah.
Learn to take yes for an answer.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Say no more.
Thank you.
Not a problem. And beside, fuck that guy.
Yeah, he was really awful. I actually disliked
Fucking
him way
ugh.
more than I disliked Vico. And I shot
I mean, not as
Vico.
much as the governor. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, hell of a job, by the way. That, oof, man, that would have been the death of me. I mean, I'm good on my feet. You get me in water, I'm fucking useless. It's
Yeah, well, I may have had a bit of an advantage there. Um, I like to fight where I know I'm in the lead.
yeah. I didn't want to assume, but you can breathe underwater, huh?
Yeah. No,
Yeah. Well, that's fucking
You-
smart then. That's good.
You've
That's
seen me
really
do
good.
that. You've seen me do that. I've gone under blockades
I just thought-
before.
I thought you could just hold your breath a long time. I didn't know you was actually breathing in through gills or some shit. I don't know how the science works. Ass fuck.
I don't
Hell of
think
a
it's
job.
good. Thank you.
Again, I don't know how the fucking science works, ass.
And as we firmly established, the Captain Kit doesn't know how things work, but knows that they do work.
Knows they work. Well,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
just all I was gonna say, just say no more. It's done.
Thank you. I'm gonna go talk to Bren. I think he'll be with us on this. I don't know who else will. Nixit'll support me, but I don't know.
I don't think Bren doesn't need too much convincing to not hand magical relics over to the undead. So I think you got one in your corner there.
Yeah, I have to explain the blue to him.
I would lead with that, yeah. Why don't you take the rest of the day off, go talk to Bren, I'm on the helm. Get
You're
some
not
rest,
allowed
get
on
relaxation.
things.
It's mostly a straight line. It can't be so bad. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Go relax.
No, it really can be that difficult. And there are other people here who did helming.
I'll get one of them, Zaz. Go relax.
Okay. So at that point, Zasz will go find Bren, but if we want to take a break and let other people talk for a minute.
Let's say we will cut to Bren, who is currently in the bilge performing his daily meditation. As long as we're on the topic of spiritual bullshit. You have committed Vico to the deep. Vico was consumed by the sharks. The Leviathan accepted your gift. And as you sit in the bilge, in the water, feeling the rocking swaying of the ship and the ocean, you begin to slide into your deep meditation. And the first sensation that comes back to you as you slip into that meditative state is that of wet sand under your feet. That really wonderful soft consistency when there's like an inch of water and your feet have sunk pleasantly into pulpy earth. You're standing on a sandbar in the middle of a vast, endless ocean. And you notice a glow emanating from under the sand at your feet. Something red is glowing just underneath the water and the sand between your 2 feet. What would you like to do?
He will attempt to kind of dig down, see if he can reach whatever is glowing just by kind of taking his little rat paws and going tick, 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 tick.
You quickly dig up a red gem with a vertical yellow vein going through it, giving it the look of a reptilian eye. And it has a strong feeling of power to it. And as you look at it, there's a white flash across the water before you, and a roll of thunder comes across the waves from behind you. You turn to see a massive, spiraling storm filling the horizon behind you. The clouds are roiling, and within them you can see skull and face-like visages turning into the storm as if it is a never-ending cycle. And as you stare at it, there's a blast of wind behind you, and you turn and see an identical storm closing in on you. As you stand on the sandbar with two storms racing across the water towards you, what do you do?
That is a good question. Just two identical, one's behind me, one's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Just okay. These definitely don't look like natural storms.
There are faces and skulls in the clouds as they move through each other constantly.
Okay. He's going to kind of raise his little shepherd's crook.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of go, by the goddess's name, you will reveal your source. You will reveal your name, the date, the hour, the minute of your passing.
You feel a surge from the water as you are lifted on a wave that carries you up, and you feel a wave of approval from the Leviathan. Your stubbornness, your resolve is to be rewarded, as is your sacrifice. I'm forgetting what your third tier was. Was it Arch?
High Lector.
High Lector. You may go ahead and fill in the High Lector on your sheet as you now advance to Expert tier as the Leviathan floods you with confidence and power to face the coming storms.
All right.
And you are left with that sense of resolve, but also the sense of the quiet before the storm striking. As you find yourself sitting in the bilge of the Wilde.
Kind of like, he's just kind of sitting there, staff in hand. He just kind of closes his eyes and goes, though the reasons be dreadful, though in better days, his power may not have to be wielded by someone as me. I am grateful for your gift.
Now, is there anyone that would you like to open? I know you wanted to say you wanted to talk to Lady Zara. Would you like to proceed there now, or would you like to give it some time?
I think I would. After a vision like that, I think it's about time.
So you make your way to the galley and find, Lady Zara battling Kit the cat, as Kit the cat is determinedly trying to get into one of the pies that Zara is making. And as soon as you walk in, Kit freezes and just locks eyes on you.
Oh, just try. Just try me on this day. Bring it, you flea-bitten ball.
Kit hops down and walks past you, tail in the air, looking the other way, strutting out of the galley, leaving you alone with Lady Zara.
So, Zara, I've been meaning to call after your interesting actions on the deck a few days ago.
Okay. I figured you would.
Just right, and kind of like take his staff and just kind of close the door. Truth be told, I've been wanting to talk to you for some time, but there were zombies to fight, galleons to fend off. Probably should have talked to you quite some time ago, and I apologize for that. What are you becoming, Lady Zara?
I don't know. I'm just... I don't have some big plan, friend. I don't know what my future holds. I haven't read for me. I'm just getting by in this world, same as all the rest of you.
Forgive me for saying so, but given your recent, how to put this delicately, recent revealing of a friend of yours, I say you're doing better than most. Doing more than just getting by.
Now, things are like when everything happened back before, like I called out and she answered, and just there hasn't been a whole lot of interaction in the past. It was, but they were on my side. Like there was one being on my side who was gonna help me, like put it, like put things back how they should be. And through the years, and things got real dire, they showed up and helped save me. And I didn't question who or what she was. Just she had my back. And so go with it. She's been relatively quiet in the background for a long time, and it wasn't until all of this that, we've really spoken more.
I can understand that. Probably more than most people here. I can understand that. But your friend has certainly revealed more of her nature, I think.
Yeah, a bit. But like I said, they've always been unnice. Like, they've never caused me a harm, and they've saved me more than once. And I don't know, like, I've never had a reason to, question their, I don't know.
Would you like me to give you a reason? Because I have one.
What do you know, Bren?
Some time ago, back before so much of this went down, the Leviathan gave me a vision. Clear one. More than simple dreaming, more than get after eating spicy food. It was a true vision. It was a dark, dark vision. I saw you. But you weren't you, per se. You were rotten, hollow, something beyond the natural cycle. You were riding a wave of rotting flesh. So many dead bodies. Not just his crew, not just those who sail upon these seas. A blight that touches every single shore. I realize this power has given you comfort. I completely understand that. But not all things that give us succor are doing so in our best interest or in the interest of those around us. So I cannot force you to make any action, Zara. But I implore you, from the depths of whatever soul I can claim, think very, very carefully about what friends you make and what friends you keep. Otherwise, the storm we're sailing into may meet another among our ranks. Please, think on this, for all our sakes. And he'll open the door and start walking out.
Sarah just kind of slumps in her chair a bit. Big sigh, and watches him walk out.
It's a tense few days as the Wilde traverses the narrow sea. And then At the appointed time, Zasz turned
Zasz
south.
still wanted to...
Zasz turned south, and they start heading towards the island as indicated. As the island draws near, barely on the horizon, Zasz at the wheel, Bren finds his way up to the quarterdeck, standing beside Zasz, as the Wilde is maybe an hour or two out from arriving at their final destination.
How goes it, Zasz?
Well, we're almost here. I don't know if that's good or bad. I've been looking to talk to you after you helped out a couple of days ago, but things got busy.
Completely understandable. I will admit, I've been hoping to chat with you as well. On quite a display beneath the waves. I was curious as to what was happening.
Yeah. I really wish that had been you. It seems that destiny may have caught up with me. And the Ancient Ones think I'm supposed to be here. I'm not sure what they think I'll be able... Yeah. You know about them. You know my people. Right?
I have poured through many a tome in my old... my past faith had quite the collection of literature. I am well acquainted with the Ancient Ones.
That's good. Kit made me explain who they were, and it was really awkward.
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised at that, to be entirely honest with you. I mean, I'm fairly sure the only books he has in his possession have images that pop off the page.
Yeah, that seems about right. Or, ones that they don't sell in polite stores.
That too, yeah. Kind of, yeah, past the curtain.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't really want to talk to you about Kit's porn.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, I don't know what the Ancient Ones think I'm going to be able to do, because this is so much bigger than me. But I think they want me to be here. And that was their way of showing me, telling me. It was unclear. But I also think I need to apologize to you, because
What for?
you didn't want to come here, and if I had stood with you then, I think Kit would have told the vampire where he could shove the book. But I was worried that if we did that, he would take Mama Zara and the book, and they would leave, and we would fight the governor. But then we wouldn't be able to stop them. And so I didn't say anything, and I let Kit make the decision to bring us here, because if we're here, we have some say in what happens. But I shouldn't have left you alone in that spot, because you were right. I shouldn't have left you alone there.
That was certainly a tough day. And I will admit, I found few comforts in our journey. But you've brought me one of them. If the Ancient Ones have woven fate such that you are supposed to be here, that may be a good omen in our favor. And at this point, I will take whatever I can get from my goddess or from another.
Yeah. I'm a little new to
I
this.
will not lie. Yeah. In fairness, I am too. I will not lie. We're sailing into a storm. Zasz, I am not going to lie. Whether it be physical or something entirely else. And I don't know if we're all going to make it out. Either in body, mind, or spirit. But I do have faith in my crew. And I do have faith in you. A better first mate I could not have asked or prayed for.
Thank you. That means a lot. And I don't know what the Ancient One's plan is. I don't know why they sent me here, and why they didn't send 100 or 1,000 who are much more equipped to deal with this. But Bren, if it's us and we're here, we're gonna stop this. And I'm going to make you a promise that I won't not stand with you again. And that I will not let the vampire get this artifact they're looking for while I'm still alive.
You have no idea how much comfort that brings to my very soul, Zasz. Thank you. Honestly. Thank you.
The island is getting much closer at this point, and it is time for Captain Calloway to begin preparing the away crew.
before Kit really assembles the final crew to go ashore, he calls everyone, all hands to deck. He wants to meet with the entire crew, officer corps, and the entire crew all at once. Got a few things he needs to say.
It takes a few moments, but the crew is assembled. You stand on the quarterdeck looking over the entire crew of the Wilde.
Wilde! This crew has been through hell and back. We have been kicked, we have been spit on, we have been disrespected, we have been strong-armed. And as your captain, I ain't always done enough to stand up for all of you. I'm here to apologize for that. More than that, I'm here to tell each and every one of you that that bullshit ends today. From here on out, ain't nobody's gonna tell the Wilde where to sail or how. Ain't nobody gonna tell the Wilde what to steal or why. From here on out, the Wilde sails for itself. God's my witness. That fucking vampire is not gonna have whatever's on that island. Zaz don't want it, Bren don't want it, fuck knows I don't want it. This here, right here, this man, Bren Moonford told me just the other day, are we not pirates? I ask you, Wilde, are we not fucking pirates?
A cheer grows up from the crowd.
Yeah.
Now, let's go, shore.
Aye,
As you-
Captain.
Tat tat.
Captain Calloway leaps onto the rowboat as the officer corps joins you. You begin rowing towards the island, and you see a fog building, and on the beach, visible, a single figure. Standing still as a statue, in his fine coat and feathered hat, Gentleman Yannick awaits, and as you approach, calls out, "Is that the Wilde? Where is Captain Calloway?"
Standing right before you, Yannick.
Ah, excellent. Welcome. Let us be about our tasks, shall we? As he pivots on one foot and begins walking up the beach. The visibility is low at this moment. You can see up the beach. You can see a tree line ahead. And as Yannick walks, you see a small, crude shrine at the end of the beach. Stones stacked on top of each other. On top of it, propped up, is the upper half of what appears to be a human skeleton. Long since strewn, its ribs splayed outward as if forced open. Its jaw hangs open as if still screaming. And around it is a dusty red stain, old blood. And at the base of this shrine are skulls, almost reverently stacked in little pyramids. Elf skulls, a few horned Grendel skulls, and humans, and others still. And Yannick looks at this and goes, servants of the Prince of Violence. This island is rotten with them. Captain Calloway,
Yeah.
Where was it precisely on this island that your Lady Zara indicated we needed to go?
Fine question, Yannick. Mama?
Mom, just close her eyes for a minute to just bring back that vision she had before. And then
The image
point.
in your mind is perfect. You see a fortress made of stone and wood standing atop of a hill. And as you point, Yannick follows your gaze and waves a hand, and the fog momentarily clears as you can see a path leading up through a forest and a hill, and you see the fortress. Sunlight comes in, and you see Yannick wince slightly as the sunlight falls upon him, and turns and says, This will not be easy. That fortress is guarded by the Bloodsworn, a group of elves sworn to the Prince of Violence. They will sell their lives dearly. You're sure that's where we're going?
I'm sure. This is the way.
He's going to turn towards the tree line, looking over Captain Calloway's shoulder, and say, There you are, Nicolo. I feel that is sufficient. And stepping out of the tree line is Governor Donato, clad in fashionable all-black clothing, a black cape trailing behind him, looking a little gaunt, a little pale, but still recognizably him. He carries with him a large book bound in what appears to be very old black leather. A sword hangs on one hip, a gun on the other, and he's, the Wilde! You have come so far, Mr. Calloway. So far.
I'm gonna stop you right there, asshole. That's Captain Calloway to you. And as Kit is talking, the dagger that he keeps on his belt, he is drawing and hiding behind his back. As his arms are folded behind him.
Apologies, Captain Calloway. It appears that you have lived up to your end of the bargain.
It appears you've been a snack. Looks a little pale. Did he eat ya? Did you like it?
Oh, no. I think you have this quite backwards. Now, Captain Calloway, I have one more offer to make you.
Oh, I'd love to hear this one.
He points over at Lady Zara. I'm sure at this point you've realized precisely who it is that Lady Zara is serving.
Sure have.
The Golden Forged. She is a pretender, a false god. She is an imposter. Those who follow the Gilded Pharaoh know that she is nothing, an insignificant wench raised up through a trick of fate. Help me. Yannick has already seen the way. Help Yannick. We shall upend her. I offer you power, Captain Calloway. More power than you could ever dream of. Join me with the Wilde, and we will throw down this evil goddess.
Well, Donato, that's a mighty tempting offer you're making me there. But, as we previously established, you clearly don't know who the fuck you're talking to. Otherwise, you wouldn't go around offering me things like power. See, power is a tempting thing for a limp dick motherfucker like you, who wants to feel strong on people. For somebody like me, who gets off on putting little shits like you in their place, an offer of power, well, that just makes me giggle, to be honest with you. Now, you've made me an offer in the past, and you tried to fuck me over. And I believe what I told you was that I would strangle you in your sleep if you did exactly that. Now, I pride myself on being a man of my word. But, in this case, I'll make an exception. And Kit's going to try to throw the knife at Donato.
The knife flies through the air. Roll me an attack. Or would you like to use one of those mighty fine crits you got there? But
God.
But
Crit fail.
oh no! You know you got those reroll tokens that nobody's been using.
Sure do. Sure do.
Yeah.
Crit that.
Okay, second reroll.
Oh no! It's not a crit fail.
Oh my God! Third.
Stop rolling!
And,
You
they
have
can't get any
crits.
worse.
You have crits, dude.
So how many rerolls is this at this point? You've rerolled twice.
I'm sorry, Tom. Hold on a second. Sorry, I still have my head in Cult Land from Wednesday, where the crits are rerolls. So I was when I kept saying reroll, I'm meaning the crits.
Oh, okay.
All
right. So we
fuck. Woo. So go back a hot second. Ay, why, hachi fucking machi. Yeah, take the crit, man. I'll burn two of them for the heart attack I just gave you.
Killing me.
Are any of the rest of you? I'm assuming several of the rest of you were hoping to get an attack in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Well,
so
what's up with this?
In what order are we doing this?
Okay.
So I'm gonna say any ranged attacks can be made at this moment. Okay. We'll hold off on spells. Sorry, Bren.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then
as Kit throws a dagger, Allie. Then you have a shilling more, so it's an auto hit. He's pistol
I'm
range.
just trying to see if the musket is better or the 3-barreled pistol is better, depending on the space.
Pistol's
that I have.
Probably the quick draw.
Yep, petite boom, and I'm critting that.
Yeah. All right. So it's an auto hit
damage
for you because of the
I would crit my
Zaz,
damage.
You're gonna pull out your crossbow and fire.
No, actually, I was going to ask you if since Zaz glowed blue earlier, that meant they had their advanced tier as well.
Yes, I would like to hold off on any magic being cast at the moment, though. I want to resolve this
that's what
first.
I was going to say, is that in that case, Zaz will wait until the magic is allowed to go, and I will run upstairs because I realized the book where that description is upstairs, so I will be right back. Oh, okay.
The knife flies true to his face. Alize whips up pistol and fires as you see two black flashes, one where the bullet impacted, one where the knife went, as they strike a defensive spell. As the governor... Oh... If you all weren't so predictable. And he turns to Yannick and goes, Yannick, if you would. And Yannick raises his hand, and hands leap out of hand, grabbing several of you. Those who just Alize, you feel a hand grasp at your ankle as undead begin to rise out of the sand. The governor opens his book and says, Captain Calloway, I would lie if I said I hadn't been looking forward to this. And I'm going to use my crit as he begins to chant, and he casts Final Surrender on Captain Calloway.
What?
Kit, you feel a strange pulling as if there's a wind blowing behind you. As you try to take in a breath, the air won't come. Air rushes out of your lungs, and it looks like smoke, as a form of you is pulled out of your mouth and through your nose and floats before you as the governor pulls in his fist. He then leans in and says, "Goodbye, Captain Calloway," and opens his fist. As smoke is dispersed, you are dropped immediately to slain. Captain Calloway collapses onto the beach as undead begin to rise out of the sand behind you. Out of the surf, more undead begin emerging. And the governor turns to Yannick and says, "Come, Captain. Let us go retrieve our prize." And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
I'm going to strangle you.
What the hell?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a strong spell.
What?
Oh, oh, this guy's. Oh, Bren
So
has
He's
it.
so dead.
And
We will be back next week to find out how the crew of the Wilde escapes a massive undead and how exactly they're going to get vengeance for Captain Calloway. So, before my entire cast wishes to kill me, let's go around and check in how everybody's doing and where we can find everybody. Starting with where we started last time. Chai, how are you doing?
Much screaming. much screaming. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Apparently when my brain works, you can find me at Girly Chai, and Sunday nights on Roll the Roll at 8 p.m. EDT playing Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse. And I have lost every other thought I have in my head at the moment. So, wow. That's all I got, man.
All
Just
right.
wow.
Colin, I know it's becoming a bit of a brand for you, but how you doing?
Anyone who hasn't watched Cult, the most recent episode of Cult from this Wednesday, I want you to mute the stream right now, because I got some things to say. You muted? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? No? Good. Twice in a week, Tom? I've died twice this week. 2 different games. 2 games in a row. Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
this is the lesson to chat. Don't give me crits.
Insta
Give the players crits.
I'm slowly turning into Sean Bean on these streams. Oh, which, hey, not a terrible fate, actually. But what is a terrible fate is getting murdered right after my big speech, too. Wow. So, yep. Well, hey, Zaz, you're in charge now. Congratulations. Well, you just got promoted. So, yeah. Well, you can... I'm not sure where you can catch me anymore, because I'm dead in everything. So, I can tell you at the very least, I know one place I'm not dead yet, because Lydia hasn't killed me. Yes, Lydia, I know, as she's telling me in Green Room, I know the show we're on. Monday nights, 8 p.m. Press. You can find me on Lessons in Deep Magic, where I am still very much alive for now.
For now.
For now. And this coming Tuesday, at 8 p.m., also on Kobold Press, I am going to be DMing a one-shot that I'm calling One Last Crawl. That is going to be a bunch of washed-up adventurers going on one last dungeon crawl, hoping for one big score. I'm sure they'll all be totally fine. And then, in theory, I'm on Colt on Wednesdays on Encounter Roleplay from 6 to 9. I don't know. In theory, I'm on this show from 9 to midnight, Wild the Chaotic. I don't know. We'll see. But that's me. And I'm going to go drink till I'm not mad at Tom anymore.
Steve, how are you doing?
Well, I definitely shocked. I'm not going to lie. Bren is going to how to put this delicately? He's going to avatar state some of these motherfuckers. So he's got some fun things planned for the filth before him. Other than that, you can find me on Sunday evenings over at Mimics and Monstrosities. We will be continuing, I think, a Call of Cthulhu campaign where I will be putting on a completely different, completely offensive accent. A different one even from the one I had before, towards my own countrymen. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Vivi, how are you?
Yeah. I think Alize is ready to blow them all up. I think she's going to try and blow up their boat. They're not going nowhere. Or we're going to turn our boat into a big boom and we're going to blow them all up. Kingdom come. However, while I'm not plotting Tom's or the governor's dead, you can find me on Twitter as Miss Vivacia, on Twitch as Vivacia. Fridays with these crazy people. On Mondays, I'm on Wily Hobbit at 7:30 EST, where we're playing Mysteries in the Dalelands. It's a 5e game. And we finally, again, played Call of Cthulhu this week. So in 2 weeks, we're going to play on Tuesday on Uncanny Adventures, Call of Cthulhu in the Wild West, where there's snake people in us, ready for all the snake people. So we're kind of did it in the middle of combat too, because him and Jeanette are really, really into cliffhangers that are killing me. No, I still love you, Tom, but holy shit, can we not do this again? Please not. At least not until next season.
Well, I mean, you guys are going to see the governor again. It's going to happen, but
He gonna die.
Laura,
He gonna die.
yeah. Laura, how are you doing?
Yeah. So there's that. That's just a thing that happened. And here I was worried about Zasz making it out of the water after getting almost paralyzed. I didn't realize I needed to worry about, what? Finger of Death, Power Word Kill, whatever the equivalent spell there is.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one.
Yeah. Zasz is also planning to Avatar State up a little bit, though will probably not be as impressive as Bren will be at it. But is very livid with people who hurt their friend.
That's fair. That's completely fair. I am Tom T _ Grant on Twitter. This is my only game currently, I think. and because I'm also buzzing a little bit from all of this. Wow, what an episode, and what a way to end it. This is what happens when you give me crits, everybody.
You feel
Just
good?
give the crits to the player.
You feel good about that?
I
You
don't
good?
actually, don't. But I feel safe to say that everyone really hates the governor now, if you didn't already. We will continue this adventure next week. But until then, please enjoy all the wonderful programming we have here on Encounter Roleplay. And we will catch you next week on Wild and Chaotic.